Hey guys, Kyle the Death Knight of Anime here, bringing you my review for My Hero Academia Chapter 170. I'm sorry I didn't get to this one. I'm sorry I didn't get to this one last night, guys. It's just it's one of those things where it's like I said in the description of my One Piece review is that I recorded that review late last night, and I didn't have the and I didn't want to do both because I was worried about waking up my folks. But I was worried about if I went any longer, I'd wake up my folks. Yeah, but now here it is, and let's just get right into it because I gotta say right off the bat, that whole bit that Horikoshi that right off the bat that whole bit with Horikoshi did with Eri was I got it right off the bat that Horikoshi did an amazing job with showcasing how Eri about showcasing Eri's feelings in the whole aftermath of Chisaki's death and what I know a lot of people are going to complain about realism a lot with this series, but I think to me there is a certain realistic aspect. There is a small realistic aspect we can definitely take away from basically how Eri is feeling right now because in a lot of in situations like this, a kid is not going to recover instantaneously from an experience like that. No matter how much you try and reassure them, the scars of what they went through are still going to be there. And it's all about how the kid ends up getting treated afterwards. And that really counts. And now even though I could argue about Eri going along with Tokata Nizuku to the cultural festival was a little rushed, it was somewhat offset by the more important point that when at the moment when Togata was trying to cheer Eri up, she couldn't smile. She just couldn't smile. She just has been through too much to the point where she never even really got to experience what true happiness is. This whole so I will say that this whole setup with Togata and Nizuku taking Eri to the cultural festival is the perfect opportunity for in order for her to get that development. Uh, it'll be through this arc, and just it'll be just nice to see Eri adjusting to regular life from just being at the culture festival and just hanging out with Izuku and his friends to the and I think from being around people that genuinely are nice, I think she will know what happiness is, and she will be able to and she will be able to smile. I'm assuming by pretty much the end of the arc. Like I think the end of the arc, like all arcs in an anime and manga arc, is going to be the point where we definitely see her, where we definitely see her smile for certain for sure. So yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. As for this whole focus on Eri, to be honest with you, I don't mind it because I feel that Eri kind of got a bit of a. I definitely feel that Eri. I feel that Eri in the whole previous arc Eri definitely got a bit of a bad rap, o- o- pretty much simply based on her power. Like I don't think people ever really found the time to actually sympathize with the character herself. I think they just looked at her power and said, "Oh, I fucking hate her." But now I feel that this arc will actually give us time to actually get to know Eri a lot more, and maybe just maybe the people out there who hated Eri, they might actually find something that they like about her through this arc. But yeah, but that's my biggest thing right now is that I want Eri to kind of I want to learn more about Eri and just see her develop honestly, which I assume we are going to get, and which does is a definite we are going to get in this arc now. Um, and aside from that, okay, you know, I think I'm just gonna stop guessing about the UA spy for a while because once again, Horikoshi pulls the wool over our eyes in the most bizarre of ways with the reveal of the two newest villains of this arc, of who's gentle and his sidekick Brava. It's gentle and Brava. Yeah, I can't say that word to save my life. And they're a pair of, and even though they're a pair, and they are, like, to me, Librava and Gentle, they are, without a doubt, some of the most ridiculous yet sophisticated villains I've ever seen in this series. Like, they look like rejects from the Victorian era or something, and to just add to the hilarity, Gentle actually uses social media to display his exploits, which honestly, like, just pretty much in the whole way it was portrayed, and who Gentle is as a character, I I don't want to make any assumptions. I don't, but I feel that's sort of a bit of a social commentary almost about how we as YouTubers are always in competition with each other to get more, in order to get more recognition, and get ourselves more noticed. Like, honestly, I could be total honestly I could be totally just spouting nonsense, but yeah, I do feel there is a social commentary about social media, and even about YouTube, and they're like, seriously, he just pretty much looks like, seriously, just Gentle as a character, he just looks like that YouTuber who's just pining for attention or something like that. Like, I mean, it's yeah, it's which in best comparison to me. Like, I just do videos because I like them. I don't I'm not really looking for the attention. It just comes naturally. But it just and honestly, like, half the time I never even really know what to think about all the people who've subscribed to me. To be honest with you, just yeah. So, like, it's one of those things where, like, I'm looking at someone who desperately wants attention on you with yeah, with Gentle, I'm just looking at someone who desperately wants attention on YouTube or something like that. Um, and hopefully, like, my biggest thing about this reveal of Gentle is, like I said, he's just so over the top to the point where I hope we do see a little more of this guy's, a lot more of his more serious side, because, to be honest with you, as it stands, if you can't tell from just the way I'm laughing, I really can't take Gentle seriously right now. I can't. Like, he's going to make me laugh throughout this arc. I just know he will, and I'm just hoping that Horikoshi manages to balance him out with a little bit more serious moments, because if if not, I'm not even gonna. That's I'm not. I'm just gonna be laughing at him. Honestly, it's gonna be. This guy's gonna be hilarious. I just know that much. Uh, and but yeah, it should be just yeah. It really. But yeah, we get Labrava and Gentle, two villains who use social media to social media. That's a new one I never even thought was possible. But yeah. Um, Now, judging from the panel we see of Gentle leaving the convenience store, I'm gonna take a very safe wild guess here and say that his quirk is matter manipulation, or the manipulation of just reality itself. And because that scene of the store being twisted and distorted was kind of trippy, although the one thing that really has me curious about his powers is if they work only if they only work on basically on anything not on anything that isn't living, like any non living objects, like the store, or if he can use his power on people as well, because if he can use his power on people as well, it would definitely make him definitely a lot more of a threat. And like I said before, if you can use it on people, it would be one of the things that would probably make me take him a little more seriously. But yeah, I wonder if his powers just only work on things that aren't alive, or if they can work on people as well. Uh, because I think that would just make him even more of a threat. But right now, I want to assume it's the former of the fact that it only works on non living objects, because be, just based on what we saw, and just the fact that this arc appears to be kind of going in a bit more of a lighthearted tone, and while threatening, it still is a very ridiculous power. in just the way it's being portrayed. But yeah, I'm wondering as to where Horikoshi is going to go with this specific with Gentle's power exactly. If he's actually gonna, if it works on almost everything, or if it works on, if it just works on inanimate objects. Actually, to throw another one in there, I want to assume it will only work on inanimate objects because of the simple fact that only because of the simple fact that we definitely know Horikoshi is definitely someone that when he creates a new power, he always tries to balance it well with both a strength and a weakness. So yeah, right now I am thinking that it is. I am leaning definitely more towards the camp of he can only affect any non-living object with it, which it should be interesting to see how that is going to be an effect on the how that is going to be put effect on the cultural festival. But but yeah, guys, that's my review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Death Knight signing off. Later, guys.